It's daily prescription time, and today I'll be talking to us about how to keep the bladder clean. Now, what is the bladder? The bladder is a hollow spherical shaped organ that holds urine. The bladder is located at the lower abdomen for every human being. Now, for male, the bladder lies at the pubic bone in front of the rectum, while for females, the bladder rests on the vagina and the uterus. Now, the vagina is part of the urinary system. When I mention the urinary system, I'm talking about the kidney, the ureter, the urethra, and the bladder. Now, all these things I mentioned cannot function without the other. So, all of them function together. They work hand in hand to make sure that there's a proper functioning of the human body. Now, the bladder holds about 500 to 700 mils of urine. That's about 2 cups of urine, or pee if you want to call it that way. Now, when we eat food and we drink water, what happens is that the kidney, its major function is to filter. Now, it filters the food that we eat and the water that we drink, collect the important part, send it to the body for proper use, and then collect the waste, that is your wanted part, and send it to the ureter. Now, the ureter now collect the waste, which is the urine, and send it to the bladder for it to hold. Now, when it gets to the bladder and the bladder gets filled up, the bladder expands itself like a balloon, ready for it to be what? To send out what? Urine. Now, at that point, the body will now send a signal to our brain that, oh, the bladder is filled up. There is need for you to do what? Empty the bladder. But for some persons, they always feel the need to hold the urine back. I don't know why. Reasons I don't know. They always want to hold it back and say, I don't feel like peeing. Happens to me sometimes too. I don't feel that. I feel the need to pee, but I don't want to pee. Oh, that is very, very wrong, because by doing so, we are causing a lot of harm and damage to the bladder, because the bladder is filled up, so it needs to be emptied. Now, when we feel that need, it is now left for us to go to the bathroom and empty the bladders. Now, by the time you get to the bathroom, what happens is that the bladder now sends the urine to the urethra, which is like a tube. The urine now passes out from that tube down to the vagina, where it is being passed out as what? Urine. So that is basically the work of the bladder. The major function of the bladder is to store and hold urine. Now, let me ask a question. What do you think will happen to you as a person if the bladder stops functioning? Let me have your answers at the comment section. I'll be waiting for you there. Thank you for your time.